Okay. Okay, indeed. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, right. Let's jump right into it. We have another Healing Teutonic Fortress aim, and look at that awesome man. Good luck. Have fun. I always have a fun time watching him, but I always question myself, how is he going to switch it up? How is he going to change things up a little bit? And I experienced that firsthand just yesterday when I played two games against Teutonic Fortress. And in the first game, I've casted his games a bunch of times, and we should probably first start talking about Charted Callis, who is playing as the Ethiopians. I'm sorry, Charted. I'm really hoping that I'm saying your name correctly. Uh, and my point is this: he always surprises me. You would think that after a while, I could stop making videos of Teutonic Fortress and that would kind of get dull after a while. But every single game is somehow very, very different than the last game and very, very unique. He does do the same basic principle, but he always switches it up. So if you haven't watched any of the Teutonic videos, I'm just going to really quickly run through what he normally does and why you should care about this absolute madman. He normally goes for a woodline or this woodline. Then he goes for a stone, and he builds both a tower and a tower on whatever woodline he's going for to protect himself in feudal age. Then, once he reaches castle age, you'll see this man plop down not one, not two. Oh, and this is beautiful Teutonic Fortress play right here as well. Bringing in the elephant. This elephant, obviously brought in by the scout. That's just what he does. That's just how he plays. And then, once he reaches castle, he's going to plop down 4 TCs. And those villagers that are protected on one of his stones that is walled with a tower will produce enough stone for him to plop a castle in the middle of it, right? And then he goes for this alt composition. He doesn't get any upgrades once, however, until he hits Imperial Age. And you're thinking to yourself, there's no way this would work. He would just get creamed in Castle Age. But you know what? He finds a way to defend himself with minimal resources. Sometimes it's mangonels, sometimes it's his towers. I played against him myself, and I'm proud to say I won one game because I kind of figured out that the weak point. Oh, and there it is. Look at that. Look at that. Is his lumber. His lumber is well protected because he builds a tower on it in feudal age. But with Bulgarians, I figured if I drop a Krepos on it and drop a Krepos on every single one of his wood lines, I was able to win that first game. In the second game, I was thinking of being cheeky, and I went random civ, but I was legitimately trying to win, and I figured, how am I going to counter those late Teutonic Knights? Because late Teutonic Knights, they are tricky to deal with, even though they are super slow boys. So I figured I could probably outmass him by having more economy. And he surprised me because all of a sudden, Cavalier showed up and absolutely decimated my champions at that point. And then I went for Halberdier, obviously, to counter all of the Cavalier. And then the Teutons showed up, the KP boys. And I was like, oh man, oh, terrible play choice on my. So it's 1-1 in our series. I'm probably not going to post those games. They weren't super duper interesting. I really only want to produce quality stuff. But if you want to send me one of your games, I'm definitely willing to post that. If it is meaningful to you, if you want to learn from your mistakes, I have no problem analyzing your games, giving you some pointers, and so on and so on. And so, militia are being produced in this barracks. Very, very interesting seeing a drush of some sort. Let's actually check something out real quick. What is the scouting for green? Oh, terrible scouting. Where is the scout? Did he lose his scout? Oh no, so it's pushing in zebra. Okay, if you are gonna go for a drush, I definitely think that you should use your scout to scout. Otherwise, how are you gonna know where your opponent is or isn't? And having some tough times with that zebra. Not so much as I normally have, but still pretty tough. Anyway, my point being, if you want to have one of your games casted, I'm more than happy to do that. I'm really looking for creative and unique strategies, but if you have a meaningful game and you don't have a way to get it onto YouTube, you don't know how to cast yourself, I'm absolutely willing to do that. Just don't be angry at me if I criticize your game a little bit, and so on and so on and so on. I know I've been talking here for a bit, but oh yeah, and here it is, here it is. Okay, so he did go for this bottom stone rather than this top stone that I was actually thinking was a nicer position. The reason I think it's a nicer position is because if he builds a tower right here, yeah, it kind of stops the like it's less efficient, but it actually also protects the berries, which could be harassed by those militia that we saw produced earlier. Once again, what can he see? He doesn't know where he is, so those militia are kind of walking in an inefficient manner, as you can see. And now this woodline is being walled in as well, and I don't think those militia are going to be doing a whole bunch of damage. I have seen absolutely everything from Teutonic Fortress. I've seen him do this strategy on Island. What a game. What a game. I have seen him use Teutonic Scouts in a game. I have a diplomacy game of his, which I have yet to cast yet. I have seen him drop 2 Teutonic Fortresses. I have seen him go for Scorpions. I have seen him go for the Healing Fortress formation, which is a square formation of 29 Teutonic Knights, 21 hand cannoneers, and 11 monks. If we ever get a bajillion subscribers or 1 million, I might just get that tattooed on my back. I'm not kidding. It's so ridiculous, but I love it at the same time so much. And this tower is going to deny all of these militia men from harassing. I've seen a 2 mangonel defense from him against tons of archers. My point is this: how does this man keep coming up with videos that are even remotely entertaining? You would think, okay, I've seen this strategy, it's done now, the joke's over, like ha ha ha. No, this is how he plays every single time, and he's able to adapt based on what his opponent does. I'm tapping my desk right now because I'm like, how does he do it? And it would be kind of funny if these militia killed that deer. Ooh, definitely don't want to get out of there. Don't want to let those militiamen in. But even if he does let them in, it wouldn't be the biggest deal in the world. He has a whole bunch of villagers here. And I didn't even talk about fuel advancement. I didn't even talk about green walling. I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on the game. We have double archery ranges coming out from Ethiopians, which makes a lot of sense since they have those faster firing archers. He doesn't know that he doesn't really need to wall. He probably thinks he's a little bit behind because Teutonic Fortress did go to feudal faster, didn't have to invest anything into a drush. And actually, this drush is not doing anything. All of those berries were consumed. More going to wood, okay. Or are they going to zebra? I'm not too sure. Yeah, this is a nice wall off. I will say green or charted, really good job with his walls. I'm not opposed to walls. I'm not a waller boy myself. I go for the more aggressive play, and if anything, I probably go for small walls. I have walled. I'm not gonna say I haven't walled, but it's not really on my top priority. Now, I do know how long Teutonic Fortress games can go, so I do want to fast forward it for you guys a little bit just so that we can get to some of that juicy action and see if this video actually makes it to YouTube, because I have no idea. This might be a bust. There's only one video that I've ever seen from Teutonic Fortress that was kind of a bust. And that was when he tried to play Goths. And it just, to me, personally, maybe you guys want to see that, but to me personally, it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like it was really the strategy that he has been working on. Teutonic Fortress, FYI, for your information. Look, I'm hip, I'm cool, I know abbreviations. Has been working on this strategy since 2013 as these archers slowly come forward. Is getting fleshing, but I've said this in other Teutonic Fortress videos, and that is that the archers have 5 range, even with fleshing. What are they going to range? What are they going to range? I mean, I guess you could kind of position them over here on this wood line would be okay. Maybe he could range. I think that's still out of range, but eventually that will be chopped. Would not actually be surprised if Teutonic Fortress went for another tower, like right on the front here. Let's see what these archers are able to achieve. He could potentially harass some on these farms. These farms are kind of built relatively far away. But that being said, Teutonic Fortress could easily go up to castle. And yeah, he does like to do this, where he builds a secondary wall with his market and his blacksmith. This is prime Teutonic Fortress play. And there's the castle, and this tells us which direction he's building it in. So he's going to build 1 TC over here, 1 TC over here, and 1 TC over here. And I actually like the directional choice of this because it does reach that main goal quite nicely. He doesn't care about the houses, he wants to just make sure that he has the positioning, the spacing of everything right. And if it isn't right, he might actually delete some of the farms as well, just so that the farming is in his liking. How many people do that? How many people have this laid back, passive, calm approach? Meanwhile, these archers, they're like, we can't do nothing. And now this is completely protected. This wood line is going to be chopped forever. And there's the third TC, and we'll probably see another TC over here. And honestly, I just think this looks beautiful as well. And that's another reason I really like this strat. I would not be surprised if we see some farm deletion over here. And he really values all of his units as well. Even the scout, I've seen him micro a scout against a castle's arrow fire. I thought it was auto scout, and I was like laughing because the scout isn't dying. And then I realized it. He put the scout in his castle to save it. He values every single one of his subjects. How many people can say that? I can't. I just throw my Khmer elephants right into my opponent's base, and I'm like, yeah, okay, do some damage. I don't really want to micro you anymore. Let me focus on my economy. Green now making it to Castle Age as well. And look at this. This is so cool. It looks so nice. It honestly always reminds me of like a city of ants. Let's take a quick look at Teutonic Fortress's resources. It does have a lot of wood here, and would not be surprised if that wood gets converted into farms. Yeah, I can't do it perfectly because there's some wood over here, but that's actually good because that TC kind of protects that wood line as well, could reach that. And everything is touching everything. I mean, look at this. Somebody said that Teutonic Fortress should play as melee because they get additional arrow fires with their unique tech, which would also be interesting, but I think you don't mess with something that you've been working on since 2013. That's just my personal perspective on the matter. Crossbows, we have that second attack upgrade. Did get the defense upgrade as well. Helps. I wouldn't be suspecting knights, or okay, and this is going to pick off these stone miners. So some damage done. Tries to get some of them in there as well, but has a bunch of dead bills. Range on this is 6, and these crossbows is 7, so could actually shoot down this TC. I would like to see. Okay, there's the mangonel defense. Okay, so we have seen this from Teutonic Fortress before. I like how he always goes with 2 mangonels rather than 1 mangonel, and I'm a little bit surprised. Normally we see 2 universities, but we only see 1, and normally we see those universities only in Imperial Age. So switching it up a little bit. Also would not mind if he shot down these zebra. Taking free food is always a good thing, and this might be a disaster. And look at that, the scout is in the castle as well. He values this scout. He knows that at some point in this game, he likes to go for long games. At some point in this game, this scout might be useful to see what the opponent is up to see where his base is, or to set a debate. I've seen him set debates with converted camels before. I mean, this guy is out there, man. He's out there. He's an absolute mad lad, and I love it so much. Now, at this point, I feel like Green should realize, I mean, score is pretty even, but Teutonic Fortress is just boom, 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 boom. 5 TCs. I don't know even how I counted 6. I thought there was something over here, but no, there's just an idle villager refusing to mine some outposts as well. You know, in my game against Teutonic Fortress, he struggles. Yeah, this is new. This is new. This is new. He struggles against castle foundations. He struggles against getting castle drop and then sometimes getting trebbed down. So I've seen him build like these really cool little alcoves on his castles, like these little wall sections, just to place his trebuchet in so that you can't take that down. And I've seen him now start to make petards. In case his opponent is trying to castle drop him, he can quickly use those petards and smack down that castle before it ever has a chance to get up. And what are these crossbows going to do? What the? Oh no! That's why you take the crossbows. Boom! Shot! It does kill some of these crossbows, and these towers are doing work as well. 2 more mangonels to chase them down, but Teutonic Fortress is not about chasing down armies. He's about defending. He will not leave this Teutonic Fortress for very much. Sometimes you might see him send out a monk to collect some relics for long term. Sometimes you might see him go a little bit forward to build a castle, and that spearman eats it against the crocodilio. But overall, Teutonic Fortress loves to stay at home. He loves to make his ultimate unit composition. He loves to build his own fortress, not in Arena, but in Arabia. And here we see the double monastery, as we often do. It looks absolutely beautiful, and we see a 6th TC now. Look at all the range of all of these TCs. I'm going to click this just a little bit more. It's just enjoyable for me. I don't care if it's annoying to you. I like it. Okay, I care a little bit, okay? I care a little bit. Because I don't want you guys to get a bad impression of Teutonic Fortress. I mean, I'm the poop lord. Your impression of me is probably already pretty bad. But I'm working on myself. I think we're all working on ourselves. Slowly but surely. Maybe one day we will all be just a little bit better than the day before. And this crocodile is going to hop into action. Get that crossbow, man. I wonder if Green has realized. And these mangonels could be springing into action at any point. I don't think he's realized yet. That crossbowman definitely took some damage there. Ooh, it's trying to go for a wall off. I've never seen Teutonic Fortress go for a wall off. But I think that villager is going to get sniped down. No, he's going to go for the woodline, and this could be some dead villagers for sure. Does he not have ballistics on these guys? Ooh. I'll check over in his base just a second, see if he has a... Okay, I don't think he's going to get too much more damage done. Here come the mangonels. I want to quickly see, does he have a... No, it doesn't look like he has a university quite yet. Not on the way. More petards are being created, and does get a reward for... No, he just gets hit in the face with a TC. And how hard is it to harass this? Like, you really need... I've seen actually people in Imperial Age do quite well with capped rams. Capped rams, I think, does quite well. or Seadram does quite well. So what's the last one for Ramskis? Oh man, my mind isn't fully functioning if you haven't realized yet, but these crossbows are just pushed away. Yeah, they got some, but look at this queue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 villagers are currently producing, and one of these TCs is going imp. This one right here, that's a pretty safe one to go for. 7 TC, boom. And he's been able to just kind of keep his villagers alive for the most part. Yeah, there was 1 or 2 here that got picked off, but overall his base is very much intact. These mangonels keeping the crossbows away from these perimeter TCs. And here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Oh, no way. Are we going to see his updated strategy? What can he see? What can he see? What can he see? He does not know about those vills. Now he knows, now he knows, now he knows. Oh, oh, the petards, they're coming, they're coming. Oh, no way. How does he keep doing this? How does he keep making games interesting? Oh, and he's using his TCs as like ways to, no way. And double damage against the foundation, and bye-bye castle. That is 650 food, stone, absolutely wasted. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh my goodness. It works so, okay, he's building it back here now, which actually might even be a better spot. The reason I say that is because it's on a hill. But at the same time, it's further out, right? He has these protective PCs, so it's probably not going to hit his main castle. And ooh, building a castle forward now is Teutonic Fortress. He's actually going to be to imp much faster, so could have a pretty good time shrugging this down, but I already see something else. I already see. He's going full petard. He's going full petard. If I learned anything from watching Tropic Thunder, is you never go full petard. You never go full petard. Petards are expensive. Petards! Never go full petard. And yeah, I think he just wants to forward harass. I mean, he doesn't realize that Teutonic Fortress isn't going to leave this area, right? But how do you tackle this strategy? I feel like you have to kind of like pick off, like the more Teutonic Fortress games I see, the more I think on how do you beat this strategy. But then with these forward castle drops, like he's adapting, right? He's realizing, what do people use against me that often stops my strategy? And now petards have come in. I guess he oftentimes gets. Okay. Oh, and we do have Onager being researched by Teutonic Fortress as well. That could be very, very deadly against those crossbows. And another TC. He's just slowly at a crawl. And oh, he did manage to get some relics. I did kind of miss that. That's actually a very good call from him. I guess there was a relic over here that he snagged. I don't think he sees those relics in the back quite yet. And look at this, the alcove. He knows that this castle is going to be a problem for him at some point. He knows that maybe there's going to be knights on the prowl or rams on the prowl for him, so he makes a box. He makes a Teutonic box. Oh my god, how does this man keep coming up with this stuff? I've seen him make some sort of a little alcove like I was talking about before. Oh, you definitely can't leave these gates open though. Okay, yeah, good. But he has a legitimate trebuchet box. But the rams could be very, very effective, although you definitely need to see some upgrades on these rams. Meanwhile, the knights are trying to do some damage, but everything, I mean, he just has to hit the bell for even just a second, and all of these knights will get absolutely riggedy wrecked. Crenellation's getting upgraded. Look at the range go up, and wow, okay, so he did get that forward TC, but I don't think Teutonic Fortress is going to be too bothered by that. And as this kicks in, just look at that range go ridiculously up. And I love that green is getting Halberdier because Teutonic Knights absolutely wreck helps. And that castle is down. And look at that range increase. We went from plus 2 to plus 5, I believe. And the petards are getting used against the Rams. That's hilarious. And he had them in there. And honestly, it wouldn't be a bad idea just to eject these villagers and take down those Rams. And that's exactly what he's going to go for. Meanwhile, these Trebs are trebbing absolutely everything that Green had built forward. Absolutely hilarious. And now the KP boys are coming out. The KP boys are here. I mean, if you don't have KP boys in your army, do you even have an army? And let me just check. Okay, he is putting them in. I don't see blacksmiths yet, but I would not be surprised. And man, the idols over here definitely needs to address that. And man, the wood collected over here definitely needs to address that. Once Teutonic Fortress gets a little bit better at his eco management. Oh, oh no, 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 no. Oh man. And the funny thing is, he's never even attacked green. Teutonic Fortress is, I don't know if it's a pacifist per se, but he's like, alright, I'm here. If you want to slap me, I mean, I'm gonna slap you back. I'm not just gonna sit here and take it, but we can be peaceful. Like that's kind of how I feel about Teutonic Fortress and how he plays the game. He sits back, he relaxes, he sets up his ultimate composition, and if you want to fight, he'll bring you a fight. Nothing being produced at the moment. I wonder if he is producing, way more farms. Yeah, I'm happy that he's using a lot. And honestly, I would love to see a market as well. He does have a market. Oh no, he lost that market, it seems like. Oh, because he wanted to mine that gold. It's taking tons and tons of gold. Even in such a small area, could potentially extend the walls over here, but there are KP boys in here. Oh, he wanted to get Elite Teutonic Knight. That's why he wasn't producing for a while. Like I said, going towards his ultimate army comp, and the light cap do come in from the Ethiopian player. They are going to find some damage over here, and that one Teutonic Knight is like, you stay away. He gets hit by his own onagers. Real quick, I just want to make sure that we are still recording. We are still recording. I've been very worried about that recently. Reason being is because I casted like an hour game, and the game actually didn't really even make it to YouTube because I didn't but I just don't want that to happen again. And I think one of the reasons that game didn't make it to YouTube is because it kind of cut halfway through. It was a decent game, but it wasn't like spectacular by any means. I really just want to upload spectacular games or games that you guys upload. It's really okay for me to upload a game from you guys that's like, if it was me, I probably wouldn't care enough to upload this game. But if you guys care enough to want to have your game uploaded, then I care enough, There's been plenty of times where I've reached out to casters and asked, hey, I have this really fun game. I really want this to be uploaded, and it just never got uploaded. So I don't want you guys to have that experience. I want there to be somebody within the community that uploads your game, even though you're a noob. It doesn't matter to me. Are you having fun? Is it meaningful to you? Is it a unique strategy? Is just a bonus for you? Don't be afraid to reach out. Your friendly neighborhood poop lord is here. Don't worry, I'm not that friendly. I'm a real turd. Oh man, he's totally changed his strategy. Like, I've never seen him go for bombard cannons. Like, with such a slow composition, it doesn't really hurt to... No. No! 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 No, 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 no. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. You can't go to scouts with students. I refuse to see this. Look away. You guys don't get to see this. You're not supposed to go to, and meanwhile, the score is still relatively close, and Teutonic Fortress could be completely surprised with what's going on over here. If Green plays his cards right and he builds enough stables, enough archery ranges, let's see what. Okay, so it's 114 pop versus Green's 179. He's gonna be full pop way faster. So I think Green is definitely the faster player. But at the same time, Teutonic Fortress is getting way more of those upgrades. Oh, he's gonna go Cavalier. Cavalier could totally take. Okay, so I am happy that we're not seeing the absolutely, pardon my French, effing ridiculous Teutonic Scouts. It does look like we're gonna see Teutonic Cavalier, which is kind of funny as well. Blast Furnace is being got, so that's also going to help on those KP boys. Wonder how much he's going to commit. And he does have tons of gold and he has tons of food. And oh, surprise! 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 I think the reason that he builds these outer walls here, the more I didn't really realize at first why he does this, but I think the reason that he does this. Oh no! Don't lose these. These are expensive. Wow. Yeah. Charted is also in awe. I think when people see this strategy, they are really in awe. Like, wow, your base is kind of beautiful. And now he has so many of these. Oh, you gotta be quick because this castle is gonna go down. It's definitely gonna go down. Oh man, see, capped rams are pretty successful. Yeah, there come all of the Cavalier, but they're only 40% of the way done. This could be a dead castle. Ooh, ejects the KP boys, gets more KP boys over there. I do think this castle is going to go down. There do seem to be 4 rams still there. Yeah, the castle is going to go down, but how much does it matter? It's not the main castle. So I was saying before, I think that these walls are here to protect from exactly this, because he's experienced rams battering down that center castle, and he wants to make KP boys. And you can't build Teutonic Knights without a castle. It makes a lot of sense to me. It really does. Oh, the bombard cannons also have a little pocket here. Ooh, definitely don't want to get this. Okay, go down. More trebs over here. Oh, I think he wants to snipe those trebuchets. This could actually be quite dangerous for him. He needs to shift his focus from over here. This is nice. This is why I think Green is the faster player. He's doing a 2-pronged attack. He's attacking from over here and over here, thus splitting Teutonic Fortress's attention, and all of these super duper expensive bombard cannons could go down, but he does stop that treb. Yeah, I really like the play over here, but at the same time, as I say that, 74 idols. He needs to get these guys back to work. He's only getting attacked at his base and is not attacking his opponent, and his opponent should definitely invest way more into heavy camels, and he should definitely get some of those defense upgrades as well. Meanwhile, these Cavalier are quick, so that is a nice addition, but against heavy camel, they're not going to do too well. Although that being said, are missing a lot of upgrades on them as well. And yeah, he can't really afford very much because he has so many of his villagers idle. Oh, I think I missed a chat there. I'm gonna have to watch my own reported game to know what he said. So somebody is gonna be like, "Poop Lord, you're absolutely incapable of even the most simplest of tasks." That's actually what I hear a lot, is that I am incapable. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. You don't kill my TC. And look at this, look at this. We didn't have enough monks, so we are adding monks now. 2 relics. And this could be a long one. This could definitely be another long one. I only had to fast forward a very minor amount. Does still have these honors. I mean, he has everything. Like, he's just keeping everything alive, you know? And those monks, they'll definitely help at keeping these Cavalier alive as well. Once again, just for the record, I disagree with Teutonic Cavalier, but maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it catches people by surprise, you know? It caught me by surprise for sure when I played against Teutonic Fortress. And here come the Teutonic Knights. These Cavalier are slowly getting cleaned up though. I wonder if we're going to see more of them or if it's kind of like a one and done. Now that there's so many camels, it doesn't really make sense yet. He's just going to retreat them and get more of the Crown Nation's castle to shoot on them. Meanwhile, he has the Teutonic Knights to protect. And it's just very hard, I think, to push Teutons. Like, it is quite tricky. And you could even send these Cavalier to snipe some of these trebs. And wow, green is a cheeky boy. We do see. Oh, Paladin. Paladin. Do we get full upgrades on. Oh, I guess Teutonic Knights get full upgrades? Wait, I'm learning more and more about Teutons. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. No. Okay, there we go. Just my game being an absolute toaster. Do you get Bloodlines, do you get Paladin, and they do get all of the attack and defense upgrades. I guess I wouldn't mind seeing Teutonic Paladin more, but they do get very easily countered because they don't have ARBs, although Hand Cannoneers counter helps as well. What I was trying to say is that it helps counter Paladins, and then what do you do, right? You probably have to invest into Hand Cannoneers, which are relatively slow. Here come the boys! 150 pop for Teutonic Fortress, and I think that we have, okay, 173, I was going to say full, and this could actually be pretty dangerous. This could be pretty dangerous, but these Teutonic Knights are slowly going to take down these trips, and by slowly I just want to emphasize slowly. These stables are eventually going to go down. More helps are being produced. Another castle and another castle. Eventually, green is going to run up. Wow, that is a lot. Oh, and that castle's going to get demolished. That castle is absolutely a doubt castle. All of these villagers are going to get mopped up. And there's Paladin. Teutonic Paladin. It's not every day that you say that. I think the reason that you don't see Teutonic Paladin very often is for this reason. In Feudal Age, you're not going to go scouts because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. You can't turn them into light caps, so if you have scouts over, what are those scouts going to achieve for you, right? Not much. And then you don't really end up getting any of the upgrades for those cav units, so it doesn't really make sense to go for the transition into Paladin in the late game. I would love for somebody to just prove me wrong. And man, these KP boys, they tank a lot of damage, but they are slow. But they're just a meat shield for the onagers. Ooh, run. Good micro there from green. Yeah, I definitely think like green is a pretty fast player. He was able to do 2 different, side attacks, but these bombard cannons coming in clutch again. And I would actually like to see the monks behind here. Are the monks in the castle? Oh, I have to go to Teutonic Fortress's perspective. The monks are in the castle with some petards. Definitely don't want to lose these guys for free, but ooh! Was that an attack round? I don't quite know. Oh no! Oh, when you wreck your own Teutonic Knights. And those onagers have now served their purpose, or at least they don't have a choice. And I think this has to retreat. I think you need to get more onagers. I wouldn't mind seeing more onagers. That would definitely be a good counter. And he also has these paladins that he's had alive forever. And this is definitely not like standard play. I mean, like, he keeps it interesting every single time. It doesn't, and like, I doesn't know how he does it. I don't know how he does it. But he does it. He does it. He makes it happen. How? I'm putting my hands up in the air. I know that you guys, like, I'm a very how do you say that? I'm a person who speaks with my body language, and I oftentimes do stuff when I'm casting. Like right now, I'm doing the. Oh, I shouldn't do accents, so I'm gonna be seen as a racist bigot. But I'm doing the Italian hands right now. I'm trying to talk like me, Mario, or something like that. I don't know. I'm actually Italian, so it's okay. Okay, that was a straight up lie. I'm not Italian. I'm Sicilian, so it's okay. Okay, I lied again. I'm not Sicilian either. I am New Mexican. Meanwhile, we are pushing over here. And this fortress is just like, it's intense, man. I mean, the outer TCs have been cleared up. As long as you can keep this inner ring. And these paladins, they're fast. Run in, run out. Run in, run out. Oh, I wonder, actually, I didn't check. That's one thing. I'll check that on my own. I wonder if they get the speed upgrade. If that's why they're just. Oh, no, 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 no! Well, I guess that could have been a lot worse. That could have been much, much worse for Teutonic Fortress. Still keeps two of those bombards alive, and this is a pretty good engage. I definitely would not be firing those bombard cannons at my army. I'd definitely be firing those bombards at the castle. So bombards do not very much damage, 40 compared to the 200. So it's going to take a long time to take down a castle. But they do have that capability, which is nice because they have that huge range, 13, whereas trebuchets do also have a little bit more range. And bombard cannons are super duper expensive, but they're super mobile, which is nice. And they can actually be used against military as well. And green's not done. Green is waiting for another push. And oh, sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh man, if you're in a country that has a lot of corona, be careful, stay safe. Poop Lord knows. I don't know nothing. I think we might have a long one on our hands, and I do want to give green props for going with the choo-choos. I think that's not a bad idea. Your castles haven't been working, but as this game goes later and later, the monks start healing up, and the gold starts running out. I mean, how much gold is still on this map? Okay, there's still a pile over here. So I know I'm not looking at the fight, but I don't think the fight is actually that important at this point. I think what's much more important is how much gold is on the map. Another thing I really like about Teutonic Fortress is once he cleans up an army, right? Once he cleans up a forward push, he most likely will not just stay here and wait till another army comes his way. He might stay here for a little bit, but then eventually he'll try and push forwards to keep his enemy at a further distance away. He might try and push these siege workshops in a little bit, for example, or he might try and reclaim this gold. We'll have to wait and see if that actually happens. I could just be straight up lying. Or he might try and clear out some of this area over here. I really do like how green is going for a two-directional attack. Meanwhile, 114 pop, it always, like, even though the score is ahead, it always feels like Teutonic Fortress is the underdog. He is like a classic underdog story. Yeah, he has less pop. He's reduced to just the corner. But can he make it? Can he fight his way back? Can the fortress stand in a world without map control? Can the Teutonic player survive? He always makes me question, does one actually need map? And this is what I was talking about. He does come forwards a little bit, sees if there's an army over here, wants to wreck that army before it builds up into a big chunky ball, and just kind of keep his enemy at bay to a certain degree. And you know, there's a big fight over here. I do think that's a relatively good engagement, although there are heavy camels in there. 15 only. I think you gotta just fight this if you're green. But I don't think green actually realizes how much pop ahead he is. Green could actually boom out like hussars forever, I feel like, with the amount of pop he has. Let's see how his farming looks. Yeah, pretty decent farming over here. Would like to see a mill like right in that spot. That would be beautiful. Has a nice mill over here. Is chopping wood over here. Here's chopping wood over here. And Teutonic Fortress just, where are you getting gold? Well, he's not getting gold. Where are you getting gold? Where are you getting gold? And being frugal. Yeah, there is no gold to be got. I want to know, where are your gold minings? Healing with monks. Yeah, like I don't think Green fully realizes that the composition that Teutonic Fortress has been here forever. There are no gold miners. There is no gold collection. You don't need gold collection if your army never dies. And that's what we see in the Teutonic Fortress. Every single... He's so frugal. He used the right word there. He is a frugal individual. You would think, okay, 104 pop up against 135. Okay, it should definitely favor the player who is at 135, right? Wrong. This is the trap. This is the underdog. This is the frugal individual. And it doesn't look like Green even has taken this relic. He should have taken the other relics, I hope, right? Right? Green. Please tell me. Okay, you do have one relic over here. Is there another relic? Oh, please tell me he has the other relic. I don't know where his relic is. I don't know where Green's other relic is. No. Sorry, I'm going on a little mission. I know that like Teutonic Fortress is being attacked and all that, and that's all very good and well. But I mean, look, he wiped him. He wiped him. Yeah, this is going to continue for one or two more times. I have a sneaking suspicion that Green isn't just going to throw the towel in the ring, and he's going to keep sending wave after wave of Hussar to their absolute doom. Meanwhile, he's not even taking resources. Look at this. We have 2 food right now. 2. Who cares? When you have this in the bank. This is like the vault. This is the bank. As long as you don't let the bank go down, you're fine. Crop rotation coming out. Wow. Teutonic Fortress is preparing for the long haul. And this may seem all good and well. Oh yeah, I got 36 helps and stuff like that. But we determined in a different game that, okay, so they have 10 attack. These guys, right? 10 attack. And we have 13 melee defense. So that means that if 100 helps, which is going to be kind of tricky, surrounded a singular Teutonic Knight, they would all have to poke him to kill one. Look at this. Look at the amount of Teutonic Knights that are here. We have 30, right? And we have... Okay, he is trying to micro these boys. He's just running away. Ooh. The helps just melt. They absolutely melt. And I'll show you. Have we lost a single Teutonic Knight? Is one of them even injured? Wow, did you see that little, like, cheeky ring around the rosy there? Oh my goodness, ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posy. And now we have scorpions being produced, but Green doesn't realize, like, he's out of Okay, yeah, okay, cool. You're killing some bills, but he rings the bell, and his villagers are kind of like, if you think about it, his villagers are kind of like defensive military. 99 pop. 99 pop. This is, and he's doing a little push forward. He's checking, what does he have? Okay, scorpions. Cool, cool, cool. I can handle scorpions with my paladins. He's gonna push some of these buildings away. I think he's gonna be okay with those helps. He definitely wants to keep these paladins alive. They're the fastest part of his unit composition. Probably wants to bring them back to the fortress and heal them up. And honestly, at this rate, I would not be surprised if we saw every single tree chopped. And also, I wonder if Green is ever going to find this gold, because I don't think the players realize that there's still some gold on this map. Oh, he is going to eventually find it. Look how close he is. There's still a little bit of gold there. Just a little bit. 90. Oh, he's selling? Yeah, he's selling mad wood right now. Now, one interesting thing is you can see that he's selling it by the 100. If you shift click, as Teutonic Fortress is just wrecking ball with these Teutonic Knights, and let's see if they're still, oh, I have to go to Teutonic Fortress's perspective. Oh, I was over there. There's still 30 of them. There's still 30 of them. I'm trying to see which one has the most damage. Okay, we have one Teutonic Knight. He's looking kind of bad. He only has 89% of his health left. Where are you getting your gold? Where are you? 2 relics. Where are you getting your gold? Where are you getting your gold? 2 relics. My goodness. My goodness. That's why he gets the relics, you know? He's super frugal. Super duper frugal. And I don't think Green has yet realized that there is some sweet, sweet gold. There's 1600 plus another 800, 2400 gold just there for the taking. And there's a tiny, oh man, Teutonic Fortress, you gotta take this 222 gold. I guess 222 is a pretty good number. And like this, all of this, this whole forward action could easily be absolutely demolished by these Teutonic Knights, and this is a great engage against. So you just don't want to fight the halberdiers. Ooh, but this could be bad. This could be bad. He does have to retreat now. I don't know if he's going to realize. Oh, don't engage. Ooh, 20 of them, 19. And he can't replace these units. There's no way that he can ever replace these units. And I think the camels are slightly faster than his units. So they are going to get some slight hits in there. 19, he has to bring them back home. Doesn't want to lose those. And interesting with the gold unit that he did have, he went for camels, right? Like, would you have made the same play? Would you have invested your last gold into camels, or would you gone for a different unit? I'm thinking for myself, like, if my opponent has this composition, like, what even works? I've been theorizing about this a lot, because these monks are going to heal everything, right? These Teutonic boys, like, I don't feel like you go forwards. I feel like you let him come to you. You set up some sort of trap at your base, right? I don't know how you're going to do that. But you lure him in one direction. And then, surprise! There's castles all around. I don't know. And then you build another castle and then fire all. I don't know. I'm just, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do against this composition, especially if you're finding yourself in Green's situation right now. You don't have gold, right? Your opponent, I always say it's 75% of the map that you have controlled, and your opponent has 25% of the map, which I think is an overestimation, because I think 25% is like right here, and Green definitely has a sphere of influence even within that 25%. So Teutonic Fortress is almost knowing, oh, he's coming forward. He doesn't want this army to be built up. Oh, these Teutonic Knights. 30 of them. 30 of them. Absolute flattening. Absolute flattening. Like, which knight's gonna die? These are the same Teutonic Knights that he just brings back over and over and over. And 20 paladins. Keep it consistent. And now, you know what? Just for good measure, these barracks that you had up here, they're going down. And these paladins aren't doing very much because green actually does have the counters against the paladins, which is fine and all. But what do you do? And look, these Teutonic Knights are absolutely surrounded. Absolutely surrounded, but none of them died. None of them died. None of these units are going to die. At least not anytime soon. And Teutonic Fortress has just enough gold to keep producing one or two of them. Absolute mad lad. Absolute mad lad. Alright, we are going to speed this up because I feel like we're going to see a repetition. I mean, okay, cool, you cleared up those hills. You did something. And Green probably can't believe himself right now, right? Like okay, he's going for scorpions. I think that's a relatively good play if you can get a lot of them. But now the problem is, look, you don't have the gold for heavy scorpion, right? And these Teutonic Knights, they're gonna figure out where you're trying to build up. Like, I think, oh, Cavalier. Cavalier. Oh, he did eventually find this gold. Okay, he did. He did find this gold. But there's not much left. 200. It was there, and then it wasn't there. That gold is disappearing so quick. Look at that. From all different directions. I wonder how many villagers are actually able to hit a piece of gold. That is a Spirit of the Law question for sure. And we have the counters finding the counters. So you think that would be good for green, but nope. Nope. Didn't have enough scorpions. I mean, definitely did more damage than the previous engagements. We have one Teutonic Knight. It's looking kind of risky for him. 37% of its health. Meanwhile, look at this. There's 3 Teutonic Knights in here. This one might actually go down. No, it stays. Oh, he's gonna focus fire it, and it does go down. That one Teutonic Knight did go down. Meanwhile, these 2 boys, these 2 boys are absolutely surrounded. Like this guy, he's absolutely surrounded. He's just taking down camel after camel after camel. Oh my goodness. He is 1 against 6, and he's just taking him down. He's just shredding into him. Good luck. Good luck, he says. Are you going to target this boy down? Is he going to go down? And there's slowly more Teutonic Knights. Oh, no. 28. From the initial... Let me see. 28. Okay, from the initial 30 has 28. He does need some healings on them. So he is going to walk him back. Looking pretty bad. Oh, no. No. Don't do this man like this. Don't do this man like this. No. Oh, no. For those of you who already know, you know. For those of you who have never experienced a Teutonic Fortress game, you're gonna have to, oh man. All I have to say is 29, 21, 11. And I guess with the extra stone that he had, because he had 500 stone a while back, he actually managed to build 2 bombard towers to secure this position. He did lose some paladins over here. It looks like he lost about 3 of them. Does need to get those healed up again. He's just walking them back and forth. My gold units don't die. And it looks like green did actually take this relic. Okay, where is that going? Is that going... Okay, sorry, I want to go to green's perspective. Where is that relic going? Where he's only taking it now. He should have taken this so much earlier when he... Okay, he did manage to get all of his relics in here. He only had 1 before, so definitely had a lot more time. Look at this. Look at this on the mini-map. Like, what is this? What, like, you can see the square around the base. You can see the square around the base. Meanwhile, this monk, where's this monk? Where's Monkey? Oh yeah, he's over here. Monk with relic. Monk with relic is right over here. He's gonna be bringing that relic in. Look, I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna fast forward, and we're not gonna look at the fight. Oh no, we are. The paladins come in. They do some damage. We're gonna go on high speed because at this point we want to see. And man, if I've ever seen a game which is you played 2 hours to die like this, that's this game. And he still has petard. He still has petards. This is retarded. Retarded. Can I say that? Is that politically correct? I mentioned this before. I feel like everybody's so concerned about being politically correct all the time. And I get it, you know, we don't want to offend people, we don't want to hurt people's feelings, I get that. But at the same time, you know, it's okay to laugh, it's okay to have fun, it's okay to, you know, as long as you're not actively bullying a person or hurting somebody, it's okay to say some stupid shit that you don't really. Oh, I just swore. I just said some stupid that I didn't really mean. I'm sorry. Monetized right now. Whole channel's done. You're gonna have to pack it up. You see what I did there? I said something I didn't really mean to say, and it slipped out, but it happened. And it's okay. We don't have to. Oh my goodness, that is actually quite big. Does manage to get, well, I say it's quite big. It's like 1 paladin that goes down. We don't have to overly protect our children. They're gonna see stuff regardless. You know, I'm a parent myself. My daughter, Poop Lord Jr., she's gonna see some things. You know, it's the internet's out there. If she wants to find something, she's gonna find something. It's hard to imagine that there was a pretty big wood line here at one point. At this point, there's only like the remnants of 3 trees and two chopped trees. I also wonder, I play small tree mod. I wonder if Teutonic Fortress plays big trees. I'll have to ask him that. Trips are being produced. Where's the square? We want to see the square. We want to see the square. Oh my goodness. I mean, I want you to think about this. Think about the KD. Think about the KD at the end of this game. And Green's really not believing himself. Like, how can he be... Oh, what's this over here? You cheeky boy. You cheeky boy. He wants all the resources to be gone. And this game could honestly, like, go on for 10 more hours. So we are going to speed this up a little bit. And he did manage to get a couple of KP boys. That was a pretty good engage. These are really hard for Teutonic Fortress to buy back. Well, 168 pop versus a total of 163. Now all of a sudden it's looking pretty even. And when it looks pretty even, it's definitely in Teutonic Fortress's favor because he still has all those ultra comp units, those gold units that are just super duper valuable. Let me see. Different statistics. Oh, I can use different statistics? Oh my goodness. I've never done this. This would actually be kind of useful. Oh, I can see both. Oh my goodness. Why didn't I do this earlier? I wish I could see 11 monks. You know what that means. And look at this nice split over 10 siege? Oh, he has some onagers in here. He has some. Okay. Wow, look at that. Look at that statistic. That oh. I have to go like this, and then you can see that. Wow, it just goes to show what a pro I am. While I'm casting a game, I learn how to do another thingy-majiggy. Oh, what else can we see on here? Oh, all the stats. I honestly like the villager number and the idols and whatnot. 42 idle villagers, it doesn't matter. And Green has so many more villagers, but once again, Teutonic Fortress doesn't have to produce anything. These arbs actually could start to form a big problem, because with enough of these, they do 8 and they have 6 defense, so they do 2 on each hit. And yeah, that's going to take down these Teutonic Knights. Ooh, that's actually kind of scary. And he has to address this. Oh, but here it is. Da, 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 da. Wait. Oh, I can't select just these Teutonic Knights. Oh, that's unfortunate. We have 20. Ooh, are we missing one? 11. Oh, is it only 20? I've been saying 21 this whole time. Oh man, it would make sense because the whole square is 60. It's 29, 20, and 11. Oh man, that would have been awkward if I got that tattoo. It's a good thing that we didn't reach a million subscribers right before this this video. You know what? I think a million subscribers is still a little bit too low. I mean, I need to feed Poop Lord Jr. I'm just messing around. I don't think you go into casting because you want to make big bucks. I think a lot of casters don't make big money. I think you go into casting because you have a genuine love for Age of Empires. And like I said, I don't care if you send me recorded games and you want me to put them on YouTube. I'm not putting your videos up because I think I'm going to get 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, would I like more subscribers? Of course. But the reason I want more subscribers is because I want to create a larger community. I want to have something that is wholesome and fun. And oh, this is actually not the best engaged, but who cares? The square is here. As soon as these arbalisks are dealt with, oh my god, this square is absolute murder, man. I want to create a wholesome community in which we can all enjoy Age of Empires together. I posted a video which I thought was an interesting strat, a psychological strat, but the person actually turned out to be very, very toxic, and I had to remove that video because I don't want to condone toxic people. But toxic strategies we can have a discussion about, a logical discussion. Like, should you be allowed to TC drop? Should that be allowed? Should you be allowed to tower rush? Like, should Incas have been nerfed? Like in the recent or relatively recent, I don't know when I'm releasing this video, but should Incas have been nerfed? That's a discussion that you can have, and you can have that logically. And oh, buddy! Ooh, just barely misses. Just barely misses. Let's get some of these lumberjacks over here. There's not really a whole lot of resources that Teutonic Fortress can take. Nor does he really take a lot of resources, if you're honest with you. He's just microing his army. He has 2 and 1. 2 and 1. And probably soon that's going to be only 1, yeah. All those lumberjacks are I am very curious where that one villager is farming. Is there a village somewhere over here? I want to see. Where is that villager farming? Where is this village? I really want to know. But you can have discussions about, you know, what you would consider or what I would consider a toxic strategy, and should that be a part of the community or not. And then we can decide as a community as a whole whether or not, you know, those changes should be made. Whether or not, you know, Incas, for example, should get that debuff, or if there's maybe something else that could have been done to do that, or, you know, it was a good change. And the same can be said about, ooh, that bombard tower took some damage, but that is going to be repaired. But more traps are coming in. Definitely a fight is being pushed here by green. This is going to be a big engage, but those Teuton boys are slow, and the square is here. But is it going to make it over in time? Would it be sad if Persians weren't allowed to DC drop? I think so. I think it's a meme strat. I think it's interesting. I think it's pretty easily countered, especially on the higher level. There's definitely a lot of things that you can do. I want to make a video on how to counter that strat. I don't want to just make videos on how to do strats. I also want to make videos on how to counter a meme strat quite well. I think if you're up against Teutonic Fortress, don't tell them I told you this, but I think going for a Krepos rush of some sort and getting them on those wood lines could actually be quite effective. But then again, if he does get those Ketarks out, he counters you. So you're kind of playing this rock paper scissors game all the time. And Tower Rush, I never felt like Tower Rush was super OP. Even if I was playing on Boobly, it was relatively easy for me to deal with. I would just kind of like walk back into my base slowly, and at a certain point I would build my own tower and say no further. I'd let him just waste a whole bunch of stone and a whole bunch of resources building all these towers, and wow, what destruction is going on over here. And then eventually you make it up to Castle Age, and then you destroy those towers and you calm it all down a little bit. And that's that. I've been trying to work on my my energy as well during casting. I'm trying to change up the pace, the volume at which I speak, add some more of my heart and soul into it. I think in some of my earlier casts, I don't like robot always talking same way because I am tired from long day at work. So I really don't want to come across like that. I want to come across as somebody who loves this game, who enjoys this game, who cares about this game deeply. We're still going. I told you, we're gonna get to a point where everything is chopped. Yeah, that's chopped. This is gonna get chopped. These villagers are already chopping over here. This is getting chopped over here. This is already gone. This is gone. Been gone for a long time. There's still a couple stragglers. We're gonna get to the point where there's gonna be nothing left. And Teutonic Fortress is totally fine with this. We're gonna speed this up a little bit. At what point are you green and you're just like, I can't beat his army? I think at this point you realize you cannot beat this army count. Like, at what point do you call the GG? Because I think it is GG. As I let out a little fart, I don't know if the mic picked that up. Oh, he still has hope. He still has hope. Hope, I think, is a dangerous thing. It's a dangerous thing. Hope can be good. I'm not saying hope is bad. I hope for a lot of things. But unreasonable hope can be a tricky thing. I know people who play cards, and they always hope, oh, I hope the last card is going to be this, and I'm going to make it big. People who hope that they're going to be rich one day. People who hope that one day their luck is going to change. I'm about making it work with what you have. Appreciating the small achievements, you know? Oh, nice. I got 11 subs. Sweet. I actually was really happy. I made an 11 video. You know, I got a 30 video up when I had 30 subs. I really enjoyed that. It was probably one of my favorite casts. The game absolutely broke me, though. It was just so ridiculous. Like even thinking back on what happened in that game, with how walled, and then the forward army went forward, and then he walled off that army, and it was just ridiculously stupid. If you haven't watched that, not to make commercials during my own game, but that was definitely worth my time, and I hope it's worth your time. And, you know, I don't take any offense if you're like, okay, I already know how this is going to end, and you want to skip forward for my videos. I don't take any offense. Like, whatever. You do you. You have other things to do. You probably are doing rocket ship things, right? You're Elon Musk. Not me. I'm just playing Age of Empires and having a blast. You do you. I'm going to do me. And I'm going to put my heart and soul into this game, because that's what I enjoy. That is what I enjoy. There's other things that I enjoy that uh, I don't talk about too often. Oh no, he stole the relics! No gold for you. He stole the relics. Oh my goodness. I was like, well, we're just gonna kind of like taking a dip for the enthusiasm skills. I mean, he still has these arbs. These arbs are gonna do work. Um, but he has the relic, and I think he's gonna slowly but surely. I don't care about anything else that you have. I'm going to slowly bring this back, and if he can bring these relics back, he gets the relic victory, right? No, I think this is all ranked, so relic victory doesn't count. Oh, that cheeky boy, by the way, that cheeky Teutonic Fortress. The hunt for the holy relics is successful. Yeah, that cheeky boy. I was playing on. I was telling you about how I went with the champions and whatnot. I got all 5 of the relics. I got all 5 of them. Man, it's impressive. Not worth it. Is he gonna call it GG? I'm worse than you. Wow, don't beat yourself up, man. You put up a really good fight. I play your game. Okay, he calls it GG. Anyway, what I was trying to say about I mean, once those relics were gone, there was no more gold left. The story I was trying to tell is I actually got all 5 relics, and we didn't have it on standard victory. We had relic victory turned on. So all of a sudden, in the corner, and I hid them in the corner so he wouldn't enter, because I know what he does. I hid them in the corner, and all of a sudden, he gets a ping exactly where the relics is, and he's like, haha, I know where they are. And I didn't want to win with a relic victory because I thought that was kind of cheesy, so I ejected one of those relics. But he did actually use that information against me. So never, ever give your opponent any information about your game. And just win on the relic victory against Teutonic Fortress if you are playing that. He deserves it. I'm just playing around a little bit. I think Teutonic Fortress is actually a really, really good individual, and he definitely inspires me from time to time to be just a slightly less of a turd. Maybe a poop monarch instead of a lord. Is monarch any different than lord? What is this KD? Look at this. Look at this. I was staring into blank space for a second. 1300 again. Okay, we're grabbing out the calculator. You math boys have already figured this out a long time ago. We have 1363 divided by 294. We have a KD of about 5.47 for Teutonic Fortress. Let's just say 5.5 to 1. So 5.5 units lost to 1. And look at this. Like, you wouldn't expect this player to have lost with this many more resources collected. But I think Teutonic Fortress said it best. He is frugal. He is a frugal player. Where are you getting all your gold from? 2 relics. 2 relics. GG. 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 As I am uploading a super long Teutonic Fortress game as I'm recording this one.